Hi, welcome to Bola Whip. Thank you for tuning in today. I just started my lunch and I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm sitting on my back porch. It's not all it should be cracked up to be. I don't have any plants or anything fabulous. I have some chairs. I have some dirt. It's not very nice, but it's my first time sitting out here since I moved in. And I would love to put some plants and lights and, spoof it up a little bit, but they don't really like us to put stuff out on our porch. Even my neighbors don't have anything on their porches. I got lights up there. But anyhow, I'm sitting out here today instead of sitting in my bed. I got my warm fuzzy. So I hope you've had a good week. I have had a good week so far, and my weekend flew by. And I got, this is lotus tea I've made, and it's good for you. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading again. And our last read we had last week, it looked like Katie got disconnected for whatever reason. I believe they finally figured out where the hacker was coming from because Byron, her friend who she had been communicating with, kind of knew about her. And I guess in order to stay alive, he might have had to rat her out. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. So, I'm gonna just extend my legs and get all comfy. I'm kind of holy today. I'm holy every day. So, anyways. It's gonna happen, I swear. Let me just get myself situated. Okay. Let's do this. So as you can see, the transmission, there's the attached files, and it gives you information about Interfleet, Hypatia, Copernicus, Hypatia, Katie Grant. Oh no, now it gives her name. Okay. Now we're going to just go ahead and start on the next chapter. So, get myself situated here. No! Say it isn't so. So she lost communication with Ezra on the other ship. Civilian transfer proposal. Date 3/29/75. Name Dr. Helena Grant. Identity KR849 Corinza. Civ RAF. From ship Hypatia to ship Copernicus. Transfer reason. Dr. Grant, specially in pathogen, will be of assistance in dealing with the current health concerns aboard the Copernicus. General Torrance has approved her immediate transfer and authorized conscription in the event of non-compliance. Transfer voluntary. Yes. No. Additional notes. Dr. Grant is accompanied by her daughter, Katie Grant. Oh, I got it all mixed up, didn't I? Katie Grant, ID KR1471 Corinza, Civ Ref, who is currently aboard the Hypatia. As a condition of her cooperation, Dr. Grant has requested any transfer applications by her daughter be denied. Although General Torrance has authorized us to conscript Dr. Grant, it is likely she will be more productive if her request is met. On this basis, this request has agreed to and is to be kept confidential. Page 220. Page 221. Civilian transfer proposal. Date 3/31. It's a couple days later. 75. Name Katie Grant. Identity KR1471 Carenza. Civ. Ref. From ship Hypatia to ship Copernicus. Transfer reason. My mother, Dr. Helena Grant, ID KR849, Carenza Civ. Ref. It's been transferred to Copernicus to assist with medical duties. I would like to join her as soon as possible. My father was at Hemdall Station at the time of the attack, so my mother is my only relative in the fleet. As I am sure you can understand, I would prefer to be with her at this difficult time. Transfer granted? No. Page 221. Approved? Denied. Denied. Page 222. Civilian transfer proposal. Date 4/6/75. Katie Grant. Identity KR147. Carenza Civ. Ref. From ship Hypatia to ship Copernicus. Transfer reason. I received a refusal to my last request to transfer to the Copernicus, but it wasn't given any reasons. I am lodging another request as I believe it is reasonable for me to be transferred to be with my mother, who is my only relative aboard the fleet. My mother and I are extremely close, and I know from experience that when she works, she forgets to take breaks and at times to eat. I've always been the person to support her while she's working, and I believe it would be in the best interest of the fleet for me to be with her. I am sure she will be more productive if I'm able to assist her. I am also making a personal appeal as her child. Like everyone aboard, I'm still recovering from what happened on the Carenza, and I hope you'll think it's reasonable that I want to be with my family. I am prepared to undertake any work necessary on the Copernicus. Thank you for your reconsideration. Transfer granted. Yes. No. Page 222. Page 223. Copernicus. Intercepted personal message aboard system Copernicus to Katie Grant. K. Grant, Hypatian board, from Helena Grant. Date 4/7/75, so this is the next day. Subject: hello, darling. Mama! She reached out to her daughter. I hope it's her mother. I finally have a moment to check in. I wish we had more time to say goodbye. But I understand now there's limited movement between the ships because we need to preserve fuel for our supply vessels. I hope you're feeling better about the transfer now that you've had a little time. I'm settling in very well aboard the Copernicus, which is different from the Hypatia in some ways, and very much the same in others. The lab here is actually quite well equipped, and it's almost a relief to get back to what I'm good at. There's plenty to do, but I'm sure we can get it sorted out in no time. We have a surprisingly good team, given our limited pool of candidates. I've been thinking about our discussion the other day at dinner, and I really think you should give some more thought to joining one of our sports teams. I know it was always more Ezra's thing than yours, but it would be an excellent way to preserve muscle tone during the journey, and you might meet some more people. I worry about you not having the support network you need. No matter how many times you assure me you're tough as nails, I know you are, my darling. You're your father's daughter, but worrying is part of my job description. I'll wrap up here. Please do not let me... I'm so sorry. I'll wrap up here. but please do let me know how you're settling without me. I know you'll handle it with the same determination you apply to everything in your life. Love always. Mom. Aww. Well, that's just a lot. Next page. 224. I have not read this since the last reading, you guys. So I'm excited. Look, it's been denied. Oh, Katie Grant. Civilian transfer proposal for 1975. KR 1471. Carenza. Sitref. Hypatia Copernicus. Transfer reason. I am lodging a third request to be allowed to transfer to the Copernicus with my mother, as I have not received a satisfactory denial to either of my previous requests. Please see the attached list of family members who have received transfers between ships in order to be together. I respectfully request that you explain to me why my position is different. I am not completing any vital duties here on the Hypatia. Please urgently reconsider my request or advise me to whom I can appeal the denial. Transfer granted. No. So do you think it was General Torrance who denied it? Or do you think the AI is responsible for this? Or do you think there's maybe someone else involved? I don't know. Intercepted personal message on board System Hypatia to Helen Grant from Katie for 1975, the same day. Timestamp 11:05. Subject: missing you. Aww. Hey Mom, so good to hear from you. I admit I half wasn't expecting it, knowing how lost you get in your work. What's going on over there that they need a pathologist so badly? Nothing serious, right? I put in a transfer request to see if I can get over there to join you, but no word yet. I really don't have any news here. I'm taking the programming classes, but I don't think it's really my thing. I promise your indoor sports are not my thing either. But I also promise I'll make sure I make more friends, so you don't have to worry. Hopefully I'll be over to the Copernicus soon, so you can supervise me doing it yourself. When you're gone, I've been thinking about Dad more. I guess he thinks we're both dead. I know it'll take months, but I can't help imagining what it'll be like when we're close enough to transmit and he knows we're okay. I really miss him. I really miss you too. But don't stress out about it. Just make sure you take care of yourself. Seriously, I know what you're like. Looking forward to hearing about life on Copernicus when you're not so beat. Hugs and kisses. XOXOXO, Katie. Page 225. Page 226. Copernicus. Intercepted personnel message aboard System Copernicus to Katie Grant from Helena Grant. Date 5/14/75. Timestamp 14/21. Subject: just checking in. Hello, darling. Sorry I'm such a bad pen pal. It's extremely busy over here, and we both know I get a bit distracted. The health concerns here are nothing to worry about, so please don't. Pathology is just a specialized skill, and it wasn't going to be practical to send blood samples across to Hypatia when I could be here. I really wouldn't worry about putting it in transfer to move across to the Copernicus. I really wouldn't worry about putting in a transfer to move across to the Copernicus. You know, I think at this time, I think the mother knows what's going on with this virus, or and she's kind of warning her, don't come. This is what I'm assuming. I really don't know. I really wouldn't worry about putting in a transfer to move across to the Copernicus now that I've had a chance to look around. It really isn't a nice ship as the Hypatia, and I'd be more comfortable knowing you're over there, focusing on your classes. You'll have a life to pick up when this is all over and your education matters. Such a parental thing to say, right? I've been thinking about your father as well. I miss him very much, too. He always jokes. I wouldn't notice if he went missing. So you'll have to be sure to tell him for me that you heard me say it. I love him, and goodness, I wish he was here. Speaking of people we love, I do wish you'd get in touch with Ezra. I can't think why he hasn't tried to contact you himself, except that he must be under the impression you don't want him. I'm sure if you spoke to him, he'd understand that the words you spoke in anger back on Corinza don't matter anymore in light of what's happened. It's important to let the ones you know that you love them, and I'd feel better knowing that the two of you have each other. Aww. Give us some thought, baby girl, and take care of yourself. I might not have a chance to write again soon, but don't worry about me. Keep busy. Love you lots. Mom. That's page 227. Moving along. 228. To Helena Grant from Katie Grant, 60175, timestamp 1941. Hello is the subject. And that is how long after she sent that? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 6.5 hours. Hey, Mom. You're turning into the worst pen pal ever. That's 3 letters you haven't answered. Oh, wow. I'm now going to start withholding until you show up. So you want more news? Pony up. What's going on over there? Love, your abandoned daughter, Katie. 220 died. And this is 7:10, so that's quite a few days. Uh-oh. Helena Grant from Katie Grant, timestamp 2307. Subject: no, seriously, Mom. I could imagine my kids saying that. I'm getting kind of worried. Will you please just send me a one-liner and let me know you're okay over there? Do not enter. 7-Eleven. Subject: I can't. I want my mom. I want my mom. I want to feel how soft she is when she hugs me and I lean into her. I want her hair touching my nose. I want the way she smells, like the lab in the fabric softener. I want her humming something really horrible out of tune as she heats up dinner, then starts singing and making up the words. I want her stuffing my mittens into my bag and turning out to be right when it starts snowing before lunch. I want to hear her voice on a call with Dad after I'm asleep, all soft and mushy when she thinks I can't hear. With the long silences when I know he's doing his charming thing. I want her marathoning shows with me that we both die. I'm so sorry. I want her marathoning shows with me that we'd both die before we'd admit we watch. Oh. I want her making tragic, inappropriate remarks about the boys on the shows in an attempt to pretend she's not old. I want her talking earnestly about my education. I want her telling me to lighten up. I just want her telling me anything, what to do. Please, I want my mom. I can't do this on my own. Page 230. Page 231. 7/28/75. Timestamp 1822. Participant Ann Joe. Captain. Mason E. Lieutenant Second. They took your mom to the Copernicus. She was on there when... God, I'm sorry, Katie. Bite me. Please keep talking to me. I'm sorry. Mason, Jesus, this is so effed up. I'm sorry I yelled at you. I get you had the right. Nothing about this makes sense. I swear I don't know what the right thing is, except trying to keep us alive. Mason, Ezra, Lieutenant Second. This whole time, I thought she was on Hypatia with you. Why didn't you tell me, Kaze? Don't know, really.